This entire 27-gallon tote is full of steaks. Well, hey there, hobby homesteaders. Welcome back to Peaks Peak. Today is a very exciting day because we brought home a freezer full of beef. We are going to break down what you get when you get a whole beef processed. So guys, we took our steer to Garrison's Meat Processing about a month ago, and he weighed in at 1,025 pounds, and we asked them to hang him for 3 weeks for us. Now, we were actually away at the beach when they called and said it was ready, so they had to store him for an extra week for us, and for that I apologize. But we went and picked him up today. Man, I couldn't be happier with the way it looks. We got a haul. Our hanging weight was 625 pounds, so we basically had a 61% conversion from hoof weight to hanging weight, which I'm pretty satisfied with for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. I think that's all right. I think we had a good animal. And I actually brought all of this in, and I broke it down, and I weighed what we brought home in actual beef to put in the freezer when it was all said and done. And that number came out to be 371.5 pounds of meat that's going in the freezer. So I feel like we did really well with what we got for the money, and I'm going to kind of show you what you get out of a 1,000-pound whole beef. First of all, we got 152 pounds of ground beef. Now, that could vary. You could get more ground beef if you chose to put like your roasts and things into ground beef. But we got quite a few of these chuck roasts, big old chunks of beef here. We got chuck roast, tip roast, we got stew beef. This tub right here is kind of my miscellaneous roasts and beef tub, and all of this looks really good. Now, you might notice on the front of the table there, we have two beautiful slabs of beef, and those are the briskets. Now, we always have them cut our briskets like this because my father-in-law is an expert smoker, and for special occasions, we like to have smoked briskets. So we'll send these to him. He'll smoke them up, make them real good. One of these days, I may get a smoker myself and try that out. But for right now, he's our chef with the brisket, and we've got two really nice briskets ready to go. Looking forward to it, Terry. Now, moving to this next tub, here are the real goodies. This entire 27-gallon tote is full of steaks. We have sirloin steaks, ribeye steaks, fillets, and New York strip. Man, they look fantastic. I want to show you the marbling on this meat because I'm really happy with how it came out. Get a good look at those fillets right there. Man, those are going to be fantastic. They package these basically 2 steaks per package, and I did a rough count of what we've got here, and we have 27 fillets, 26 New York strip, 30 ribeyes, and 16 or 18 sirloin steaks. I might have miscounted a little bit, but we had them cut them about 1 inch thick, so we end up getting quite a few steaks out of it that way, and man, they are so good. So we're really looking forward to this, and we are thankful to have it. Now guys, this last tub here is actually kind of the stuff that most people probably don't take home or don't use, but we have some friends of the channel that wanted some bones and the heart and liver and tongue for dog food purposes and to give to their dogs. So we asked them to go ahead and provide those for us so we could do that. This is what you can expect if you buy a whole beef. So most of the time, people are breaking that down into halves or quarters when they buy, because let's face it, the investment of buying a whole beef is pretty stout. You're talking over a couple $1,000s to buy a whole beef generally. So there's a lot of money's worth of meat here, and so a lot of people end up buying that by quarters. And so you can figure that you will get somewhere between 80 and 100 pounds of beef, depending on what cuts you ask for and so forth. Now, I will tell you a lot of times, if you buy a quarter, then, you know, of course you only get 1/2 of one side of brisket. So some of your cuts end up changing just a little bit when you have it broken down into quarters. But where we took the whole beef for ourselves this time, we were able to get those whole slabs of brisket. I will also share that our local butcher, Garrison's Meat Processing, they charge a $55 kill fee and then 67 cents a pound per hanging weight to process it, which I think is fantastic given the product that they give us that's, vacuum sealed and labeled, and they do a really nice clean job, good and solid frozen, and they're very friendly to deal with. So that gives you an idea. I mean, I paid just under $500 for the processing of this steer. So for the amount of beef that I brought home, it's just over $1 a pound, $1.20 something a pound. All things considered, I am very satisfied with what we got out of our steer, and I hope that I'm going to be able to work out the details so that I can raise another one, if not two, because I really enjoy doing it. And meat prices in the store are only going to go up. And let's face it, I'm not getting that quality of steaks from the store because I can't afford to buy them. So if I want to do it, this is how I'm going to have to do it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed getting to see what we got out of our steer, taking it to the processing. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day.